So Kick is working, YouTube is working, and I think Twitch is working too.
What's our approach?
Yeah, so cool. We good. We good. I think we live. Yeah, Twitch is working. Um, so what's good, everybody? I'm not giving y'all a chance to like join. Sorry, y'all just gotta catch up. Um, you know, we got the crew here. We got what's up, Trappy Pappy? Um, so we got my boy, uh, Jesus Christ, I'm blanking on what is your name? Josh, you just want me to Kung Fu Kenny. Sorry. I don't know if you want me to say
So you just said my name. What do you mean?
Fuck it. I was about to say Kung Fu Kenny because I know some people don't like putting their government out there. So and I was like, what is it? But Kung Fu Kenny on the screen right now, he got this red ass background and face. I know if y'all can see it. That's not his real face. That is Tom Cruise.
Red as hell. That's Tom Cruise.
That is Kung Fu Kenny.
Crazy.
We also got Soldier Boy. I don't know. Tori, what is your name on here too?
Oh no, that's my it's that guy TY.
Oh, that guy TY.
The emblem is my favorite, everybody's favorite rapper, Flint Flossie.
I'm dead. I'm not gonna lie, I thought you was about to say our favorite rapper, Dylon.
Oh nah.
Dylon, and Dylon.
Everybody's favorite rapper, Toy Cars Jeep, another banger.
Okay.
He's not the guy who's like, how you like your eggs.
That's exactly who it is.
Oh, okay.
That's exactly who it is.
What is it? Something that's scrambled? How you
fried
like
or
your
fertilized.
fried or fertilized. Oh my gosh. Bro, I never realized that. Realized that. I'm dead. And then we also got my boy Raheem right here. So this is the crew. Say what's up, Raheem. I know your name is just your name. I don't even gotta freaking be confused. You got your government name and your government face and your dog. Your government face.
Well, that's the thing. Since I'm on Discord, I'm in other groups where they say, hey, like they actually want to see your face in your life in your government name because of like, coaching, with the coaching and other clubs. I was like, man, I don't got time to change it again. Like it's gonna leave it as default for everything. So
no, that
and
makes
on
sense.
top of that, and on top of that, people can't pronounce like my D&D name, so I like to get it. Let's just go with this.
That makes sense. But yeah, this is the crew. This is the crew today. We got some stuff on the agenda. We gotta talk about the season finale of Invincible. Just the whole season. Season 4 was insane to me. And then we're gonna talk about The Boys, and the whole thing that kind of wraps this up is, in general, and we're gonna ask this at the end. Should they use the virus? You know what I'm saying? Both of these Amazon juggernauts are using viruses to kill these unkillable beings. They got to be stopped, So, with that being said, let's kick it off with my boy Mark Invincible. As Josh knows, I like to call him the crybaby boy because that man is crying all the time. He's a lot more tolerable this season.
For good reason.
As you say, good reasons. Sure, whatever.
You get the spaghetti drawn out your stomach and don't cry. All right.
No, well, that's the thing, though. He got
your guts rearranged.
you let that man rearrange your guts. You notice he ain't told Adam or what's his name, Adam Eve, that he got his guts rearranged, right? He ain't mentioned that at all.
Facts.
Well, listen. To be fair, when I first saw that, I was like Oliver. It was jaw dropping.
Yeah. Damn.
Oh my god.
We're gonna get dark. Listen. You invited me on this. It's gonna be dark moments.
Damn.
It's gonna be dark moments for me.
You threw that, and I caught it late. I appreciate that.
Damn. Damn. Rock your jaw off. Damn.
Yeah.
But it's all
Jesus
good.
Christ.
Let's not, lose our heads.
Yeah.
God damn.
Oh man.
God damn. Thaddeus.
Optimus Prime. Goodness.
That Thaddeus had a rap name too and a rap voice, and he just got his
Mm-hmm. Tore loose.
That was putting in work
He was.
on his planet.
Mm-hmm.
He was. He really was. Them boys, all of them, all the Viltrumites. I don't know why they don't just keep the freaking
That hand motion.
Keep
man.
that hand strong, bro. Get that. What is it? What is it called? Reverse flash hand, bro. That's all they got.
Reverse S.
It's over,
Yeah, bro.
It's over.
But if
You know what that hand reminds me of? And this is like a kind of like a back in the day thing. Remember how we used to roast people be like, boy, yo, like
Boy,
that now kind of feel like every time it's like, yo, someone's about to get killed. And sure enough, either with words, but in this agenda, I mean, you're really about to die when that hand get raised. My gosh.
Yeah, that hand, that's the hand of God, and it's just gonna come down and just smite your ass. That's what the only Viltrumite that really don't use that is, and I'm gonna skip to this, and then I'm gonna go back to it. But since we're gonna skip to this, the baddest Viltrumite of them all, which I don't know what this nigga be eating, but what is his name? Thrag. Thrag do not need his hand scissorized. He'll put his pinky through you, bro. This nigga is incredible. I do not
gravitational field, or when he pulled his hand back, bro.
Bruh.
He delivered the coldest line. He said, "I hate killing my own people," and just
that was nuts, bro.
Also, keep in mind, this nigga knocked him into the planet.
And
then knocked him right back out.
Right back. Sent him flying. Bro was still trying to catch himself, hitting bodies before he could compose himself.
Crazy.
Trappy Pappy said he was. Oh, sorry. What'd you say?
I said, gave me Zahir vibes. How he was just so calm about the whole time. He was like, "Hey man, I didn't want to do this." Like, oh god, one after another.
Yeah, it was insane. Trappy Pappy said that he was 09 Randy Orton. Like, our 09 Randy Orton was a Viltrumite. That boy was putting people in the head. Like, I kid you not. That was the only time I cried watching this man in the corner gearing up his freaking boot. He was kicking everybody's head off. And that boy, I'm gonna start calling Randy Orton Thrag, bro. That shit was nuts, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
Quick question, right? Because I remember seeing this in like one of the like Superman cartoons, and it's like when he was like shaving, he would have to bounce his lasers off a mirror onto his own face because that's the only thing that could get his hair follicles. What are they using to give this man such a fresh lineup, bro? It's like what's
the bevel blade, baby.
Bevel blade.
No, that's what he's doing. He over here. He using his hand. That's the only thing he uses that hand for.
Chops.
He chopping the fucking hair follicles.
He's like, y'all, this isn't for y'all. This is for me. This doesn't get used on y'all. Y'all not worthy of this right here.
And it's so crisp too. Like, I mean, I know people be like alternating like some of the comic book and stuff, but like when he really like when they was like giving him a fade and every fade with the waves, I was like, man, that shit cold as hell.
I promise you, I thought he was black.
No,
he still might be, bro. I mean, at this point, he
still might be.
He really might be every race. He really might be the Lex Luthor of the Viltrumite space. He's just racially ambiguous as hell. Like, insane. So, I know that Josh reads the comic books, and I think, Raheem, you read the Invincible comic book too?
Yeah, some of it at this point, yeah.
Tori, have you read the Invincible comic book?
I have not.
Okay, good. So we on the same space. So I don't want no spoilers. I just want to know, how does the comic book, how does the show compares to the comic book, you know?
I think the show I like the show that they. I guess one, the show's doing well as far as keeping up with the pacing. Because right now we are like halfway through the entire series, maybe a little bit more than
Halfway.
half. Yes,
Yeah.
halfway. But
Dang, they still
because
got
usually I
more.
think someone they got more, but someone brought it down. This season was the most, or was the least that they have adapted. Because usually they would adapt like, I forgot how many chapters per season, but this season had the least amount of adaptation. And so if we want to keep it up and maybe get this done in like 2 or 3 more seasons, we either got to add a little bit more, or they just got to pick up the pace. Which if they pick up the pace, they're already at a good pace. If they keep going any faster, it's going to kind of ruin it. But right now, we're doing good with adapting things. We're adding new things like the whole, I mentioned it earlier, that whole Mark experiencing all this PTSD and anxiety that wasn't really shown as much in the comics, I feel like. And so we're getting like, and like how Debbie is interacting with Nolan, like them, you can see where it's going, where this is going with them as far as their relationship. But in the comics, it felt like it was a little too fast. Like now in the show, Debbie's got the comebacks, the one-liner. She's like, you messed up. You had your chance. Like, and that's, I like that side of Debbie seeing that. And like we're getting just background and context to things that probably needed it. But at the same time, I do feel like if we want to keep this pacing and we want to do well, we don't really need to be adding unnecessary things. And if we are, we should do it well. In my opinion, my least favorite episode of this season was the Hell episode. I was like, this is fun, but at the same time, and I get it, it's like even in the comics, as soon as Damien Darkblood disappears, he's never seen again. And I thought that was weird. Like, this is a weird character to just drop off. I don't know if there was like a one-off where he comes
Yo,
back and
King
explore
Nine
that,
was
because they have a
good,
lot of
brother.
one-offs for these characters. But I like, you never see him again. And so in the show, I get why they write him back in, because it's like, this was a wasted character. You want to bring him in, but at the same time, that episode felt like filler. None of this was canon to the actual story. It just felt like one big therapy episode for Mark while he's fighting demons in literal hell. It was kind of like crazy. At one point, I was like, okay, you guys are falling in this pit, and it's clearly, I get we make jokes about them saving money from the budget for the animation, but you guys are just falling for straight up damn near, maybe not 5 minutes, but it felt like them just 5 minutes of them just talking. And they're just still, they're not having to move or animate anything but their mouths and the background moving. But I'm like, come on, guys, let's push to the next. I only got 40 minutes of this show and you guys are wasting it. So like, we need to do better about that. As far as the season overall goes, it was a great season. I loved it. And as much as everyone dumps on the animation, I take it for what it is. I sent the graph a video that one night, and I don't know if you guys noticed it in that Thrag fight. One guy got punched right into into outer space, and if you catch him, he's floating, and then his character just blips. Like they didn't even animate him. He just disappears. And I was like, okay, guys, come on now. And so like, but at the same time, if we want this out every year and a half, it's we take what we get. This ain't Mappa. Even they're struggling. Like
yeah, I agree. I
Now you got a
agree. I
point
agree
too.
with that.
Yeah, I was
Sorry, go
sorry,
ahead,
ahead.
Mike. No, you go ahead.
that was it. I think did I answer your question? I kind of went on a tangent.
Yes, it did. Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, but the way how they also, to kind of piggyback with you is, uh, like how they kind of, I think halfway through the episode, maybe not halfway, but the beginning part of the episode, like that hell episode, you kind of knew it was a filler because there was a lot of dragged out parts. Like, and never talking about when he was jumping in that hole. It was like, okay, you get that, and after that, like you see Satan out of nowhere, and I'm thinking like, really, like, I mean, because they always kind of hinted at like mystical things. Like, for example, the mummy guy. We see this dude how so often, and we don't know if he's going to be putting in work or not. Like, I don't know if you guys remember that one mummy dude who was cursed and he was supposed to take over Invincible body, but he didn't. It's like,
Right.
Yeah.
It's a fun run. It's a fun gag.
It's a fun gag, yeah, things like that. So it's one of those things like, okay, I get it. We got to kind of, I guess, explore a little bit of it, but personally for me, if you want to, give a filler episode, and I think we talked about it, right before we went live, like that Battle Beast whole thing is very interesting. Like, I mean,
Exactly.
at least for me, like the way how you introduced him was in season 1. When he was introduced. He
Yeah,
was
because he
literally like,
was
yeah, like doing his thing. I'm like, and then he just dipped. I'm like, oh, hold up, like we gotta follow this guy. Like we don't see him again until when Alan sees him, and it's like, hold up, how is Alan able to talk to him like a civil being? Like when he was just wilding the hell out. Like all he does is, he's like, this is he should be part of he should be part of like NBA young boys people, like always out there for the action. But yeah, like I think maybe once in the blue they should do like a side episode with some of these other people, like I mean like a legitimate thing, so that way we could at least know, okay, we know where his power boost come from, or we know how
Yeah.
this person get down. Like Tech Jack is like, oh, your Tech Jack came out of nowhere. All right, bet. Like might see a potential one episode, not a huge backstory, but all right, how this person put in work to be this good. Like what's going on? So
Yeah.
the funny thing about that is Battle Beast just got his own comic last summer.
Wow.
So
Love to hear.
that means that they're probably gonna do like a spinoff of Battle Beast or something like that. That's what I'm assuming. But I will say this, like, the anime purist in me, I would never call that a filler, because it is absolutely canon to everything. Like they were setting up stuff in that. Like, I don't know what storyline they're going to have in the future, but like Damien Darkblood being, I think that's going to be an issue, and that's going to pay off. So like in my brain, it wasn't that bad, because they better pay it off. And that to me is the same as the episode that they went into the who is it, Monster Girl and what's his name, went into the
Some of the
portal.
But
robot.
the
Yeah,
thing with
the
that is
robot.
that's in the comics. Like that, you will see a payoff of that. This whole Damien Darkblood thing, we don't know where they're going with it.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I guess it is. I guess in that context of it not being a true adaptation, it is a filler. But I guess it's more of an anime canon thing, because I feel like it is gonna pay off, and like it is gonna matter. I don't know how much. Like the mummy taking over that girl's body, I feel like that has to matter. Like, why would you throw that in that episode and not see it before? It's not like Mecha Naruto. You know what I'm saying? It's not Ghost Boat Naruto. So
That's all important. What you talking
about? Like that. Like that's what I mean. Like as far as like I'm a little bit more chill on that. On that, but I definitely understand why. Like it's just annoying, especially if you read it before, because it's like, where the hell is this going? What is this here for?
Mm.
Yeah. Okay, let's move to the next one. Before I move to another Invincible one, Raheem, I know you gotta go. So do you want to talk about some of the boy stuff before you go? Or are you cool with just talking about straight Invincible?
I actually had to text a guy who I'm supposed to help out, and he's good, kind of like give me an extra 30 minutes, so I could probably leave around like 9 o'clock if anything. So
Okay. Okay, bet. Okay, bet. Cool. Cool. Perfect. So we kind of talked about this a little bit. We kind of touched on this a little bit, especially with Kung Fu Kenny. I'm supposed to be switching you guys when you talk, but I'm not. I'm doing a terrible job at it, so I'm gonna start doing it.
Oh, you good? They'll be fine.
They need to see these pictures of these people who are not you. But yeah, so we talked about it a little bit. But I really do want to know, I guess, in more, without you repeating everything, like, what's the highs and the lows that you guys felt in season 4 of Invincible? And Tori, we ain't hear from you in a minute, so let's go with you first.
Okay. So I'm claiming Thrag as a brother. Brother Thrag.
Brother
Brother
What?
Thrag
Hey,
was.
he got the drip to be a brother.
Hey yo.
You know he gonna pull
what's
up
crazy?
with a system.
The
On
drip,
Earth.
he hasn't reached maximum drip yet.
I believe it. 100% believe it.
I'm gonna say right now, he's definitely Pyro. Boy, how he dropping that red. He Pyro is close to fuck, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, that's good. Yo, Thrag 100% has been the highlight for me. We already talked about my man creating a force, a gravity force just off the strength of his pullback.
Nuts.
Pullback game crazy. Knocking somebody. I've never seen somebody. I've seen people get knocked out of the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? We're used to that. We're used to Team Rocket blasting off again. I've never seen Team Rocket get slung to Earth and then talked to for a little bit and then slung back out.
Yeah,
That
facts.
was crazy. One thing that did make me a little bit frustrated, uh Space Racer, we need to get you a switch on that joint, bro.
Okay,
That's what.
I have a
Yes.
thing for that. I have a
Okay.
thing for that. But
Okay.
I'll let you keep going.
No, that it's frustrating, fam. Like, all right, bro, we need either a sniper rifle and to make this thing like extremely long range to pluck people. We need something. I don't know what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And also,
we need
how
them to
fast is
explain
this
this
bike?
gun.
Yeah, yeah,
We
need it.
need them to explain this man.
Yeah. And how fast is this bike that Viltrumites can't catch it?
Facts.
Dude,
Facts.
I don't know
Damn.
what, I don't know how much gear it is, but like there's moments where like they do catch it, but like it doesn't slow down. It's like, all right, like,
Right.
hey, you all like so you all for the ride, which is dumb. Like that one dude who caught it,
And then got a
and
hole in his shit. Got a hole in his
that
shit.
whole
Yep. Yep.
Got an
So
eternal hole in his shit.
Oh
so that's those were my favorite things and the things that I noticed.
Okay.
Oh.
Facts. Facts. I mean, you brought up a lot of good points, bro. This speed racer, space racer nigga is just
Speed racer.
nuts.
Yeah.
Whatever this man is. And I really thought I'm like they gotta figure out how to nerf him somehow because he way too strong. And then when what's his name blasting him in his helmet and he couldn't breathe, I was like, okay, cool, he dead. Fine. We
Mhm.
don't have to worry about this nigga really who's supposed to be a big problem who's somehow not that big of a problem. I'm cool
Right.
with that because I don't know if I'm the only one who noticed this, but they were just like, yeah, there's like 50 Viltrums in the universe now, right? Like we've been hearing
Mhm.
that
It's
from like
37.
37
now.
yeah,
37
now.
now.
yeah, now it's 37, and I'm like, out of all the ass whooping that we saw, we only saw 13 niggas die.
Yep.
And
I don't think
you gotta
that's
realize
true.
not all 40 were there.
I
Mhm.
don't get me
I'm
wrong,
They
I
sorry,
wouldn't
get
have
that,
won
but
that fight.
I get that, but it felt like a good 20 plus them niggas dead. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking they about to give us like, oh yeah, 15 Viltrumites is left in the universe. They said 37. I said, nigga, what?
Mhm.
Nigga, I feel like Space Racer himself knocked off 13 niggas by himself.
Mhm.
How in the
If he had a
world?
switch
know
on
what
it, he
I'm
would
saying?
have.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I think with because everyone's making that note and it's just like, yeah, you gotta, why isn't he firing off one? And whenever we see him fire it off, you see it takes like there's a load up because
charge time,
realistically, the charge time for you to fire something that can fire through a planet, I'll give you that. To only be 5 seconds, that's a good
Yeah.
charge time if you ask me.
Yeah.
And two, we have to think: is he being like conscious about where he's shooting? Because if it was just a switch and you're just letting this thing that can
Yeah.
blast through planets off like an Uzi, you
That-
could just
that
blow
is
up an
fair.
entire sun. Or this
Yeah.
thing just keeps
Facts.
going for infinity and hit Earth. Like I don't
But-
know where this is going.
How
But
far
see,
does
that's
it
my
go? Because
question, though.
there's no way it goes to
Yeah.
infinity. Like how far does it go?
That's
I
my
don't
question.
know.
That's off
'Cause
the
it-
planet.
But my thing is, bro, it went through a planet and it kept going. The
And it
shot
kept
going. And I was
going.
like, ooh, I'm a little worried about that. But at the
Mhm.
same time, it went through a Viltrumite. Now, either Viltrumites are just built like that and it stops at them, or
You make a good point. You make a good, or
You know what I'm
or it
saying?
could be a thing of they don't animate it. It's just like those things they kind of just let to the
Just
side.
disappear
Yeah.
again. You know,
Yeah.
that's facts. Facts, man.
That's actually kind of scary now thinking about it. Can you imagine like those beings are just plowing through Earth and someone's like, oh look, a shooting star, and it kills something.
It go right through your ass as you point at it. Meow.
From what I'm reading, is quick Google. The gun goes forever. So that shit just kind of
Stop the cap. This nigga should not be. If that shit goes forever, this nigga should not be allowed to shoot that shit at all. Who invented this shit? Nigga, you tell me this shit going.
In that
this
case, yeah, Space Racer has the most bodies.
yeah,
Has the
absolutely,
most
without a doubt.
bodies.
This nigga should go insane. That's
Yeah.
that's the only. He needs to realize how many people he put in jeopardy every time he miss a nigga, because he be missing.
Mhm.
This nigga need to put that shit to niggas' chest and just shoot it from there. Because you telling me you missed Thrag easily sidestepped that shit. Didn't even think about it. He said, "Move." Where did it go? It went forever? No, bro.
Thrag didn't even move. I think he just missed shot.
No, Thrag
Right?
moved.
Did he?
That
He moves like
motherfucker.
Okay.
That motherfucker.
Did he move? Yeah.
That nigga hit a like he ever so slightly moved before he let Mark see the demon in him as he punched him in the head. Like that shit
Frames
scared
are
me.
crazy. The impact
Yeah.
frames are crazy.
Yeah.
I said, Jesus Christ. I immediately, after I seen this, this show, with all of its like shit that it gets, this is like if Demon Slayer and the people who created or who was animating One Punch Man season 3 got together and made a baby, because they do some crazy shit and then they fuck around and just do some stuff where you be like, what the hell was that for?
Yep.
Because I always notice the budget kicks in when Mark's hair starts flowing a little bit more. I'm like, oh, we got money now. Cool. For the next 30 seconds are going to be nice.
Facts. What's next? Raheem, did you say your highs and your lows?
No, I didn't say my highs or lows. I just say I would have to say it was definitely seeing what's old boy? I keep on calling him Optimus Prime because it's Toonami.
Thrag? Or no, not Thrag.
Thaddeus.
But the
Thaddeus.
yes.
I remember that shit
Seeing
because
him,
that's a black name. I know it's a Greek, but it's
Yeah.
like black to me. That's
it's
a
red
rapper.
part for sure. I would say him finally like coming to the fray, and I'm really into the whole political stuff out of it. Like him keep like actually recruiting, putting all together. Like to me, that was like a really high because it's like, all right, listen, we got to gear up, because like we're not looking at one person control everything like how Cecil does. Cecil, he does, he's like so, he does questionable work for sure. But at least with that, he's like, all right, y'all do this, y'all need together. When the plan finally came together, it was like, all right, bet. And I'm looking, and I realized the season's not over, which means that more bodies going to drop from the good guy side. So going into Thag's aspect, of seeing him just waiting for like who's the next challenger, I was just in awe of just how he just of how like the about how the power dynamic just switched from the good guys think they about to win. It's like psych, this whole new aspect of it. The lows, I'm not gonna lie, the hell episode wasn't too bad for me, but for me it was kind of just the whole family like family dynamic, like with Adam, with Eve. I thought maybe Eve would be a little more close to the Mark to express how she feel, especially when her dad was being a little ass to him.
Yeah.
It was like things like that. I was like, come on, guys. I mean, like, I understand a lot going on. Like y'all, the reason why y'all got together was because y'all split each other. Y'all were superheroes. That's the reason why Mark left old girl way back then, because she just
What,
didn't
April
understand.
was her
I kind
name?
of feel that. Yeah, something
Amber.
like that. Amber.
Amber.
Yeah, Amber.
Amber.
So I was like, I thought kind of the writing on that was kind of like weak. I was like, guys, like y'all build this up because they know each other, because they understand each other. To keep that specific part away from him, the whole baby thing was kind of like, all right, I'm not really feeling this, or whatnot, and everything. But and you know what else? I actually, which is another thing, I think Nolan, the whole redemption thing was pretty dope too. I'll say that's a high moment. Him trying to get back in everyone's good graces. I granted it's gonna be a long time for Debbie for sure. Even Oliver, I'm glad Oliver confronted him. Like, hey, you said my mom was a nobody. Like, what's up with that?
Yeah.
I mean, at this point,
Ooh,
honestly,
that was fire.
Yeah.
that was fine.
You didn't want to even see me. Like that's
He was like, you didn't want to see me, but then also you said some disrespectful shit about my mom. I was like, ooh, I forgot.
Yeah.
He was right there. He would have heard that. I was like,
Absolutely, and that's what I was like, this, lead, and you also showed, and I showed them maturity from Oliver. Like, because he's not just some kid that's just, hey, I want to tag along. Hey, this, he's maturing faster, obviously, because of the genetics. But the fact that he's understanding mentally on like, I do know, hey, I know Debbie is raising me as one of her own. I appreciate that. At the same time, yeah, like, I'm still my God on that planet. Like, y'all had a family and everything too. So I really like that aspect too. That's all.
Fact. No, those are some good points. There's some stuff I didn't even think about. I do have one point after this that I'll talk about before I talk about, or after I talk about my highs and lows, does involve Nolan. So just a heads up. But yeah, no, I definitely, that makes sense.
I have three things, or maybe two, but like I guess to your points of like the baby thing, I understand is like where's the communication there, but it's like at the same time it's like I don't know if you meant like after he left or before he left, why she didn't tell him. I was like, obviously she didn't tell him. It's like if he knew she was having a baby, he wouldn't have gone. Like Mark already decided to stay by her side when the whole world was getting messed up, which was a dumb decision on his part. And it was like, just go off, Mark. You be better off trying to maybe stop conquest, whoever else or whoever was invading at the time, than staying with Eve right now. Oh yeah, all the Invincibles were attacking. He decided to stay in the hospital. So she knew. She was like, I gotta like I don't want to, but I gotta let him go off and fight this war.
Yeah.
But then
I feel like that should have probably been kind of explained, like, or mentioned. Maybe not necessarily explained, but like mentioned a little bit, especially when he went back and said some stuff. But that was my next point.
That was my next point. Was like when he gets back, it's like why not tell him this stuff? This man just had a panic attack in her face. Like I don't.
Yeah.
It's like she did tell him. Obviously, she got on with the point, but it's like how much at that point is like you don't want to overload Mark. He's going through a lot. I feel like, and it's like I don't know. I can see why the communication's a little hesitant when your man's having a panic attack every 30 minutes. So I can I can understand it from that point.
Fair.
But and then on the Nolan point, it's like, yeah, I like the fact that like in my opinion, I was hoping that he doesn't get a redemption because I felt like it was way too easy in the comics, but they're making it harder in the show, which I like. I was like,
that we gonna talk about the redemption.
That's is that a point on the board?
That is a point. That's one of the last points. So
okay,
that's what I'm saying.
I will hold off on that.
All right, but then you get to go next. You get to go next from that. But after
going
that.
back, it's not even a point for what Raheem said. I've just been holding on to this since somebody said it. I think it was Udigraph. You're just like, oh, we almost got rid of Space Racer. He punched his mask. I was like, my brand's like, he can't go out like that because if this man survived for how long under them rocks with no food or water?
Thank you.
Facts.
You should be all right.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, no, that's true.
I'm sorry.
Some,
that blew my mind just now.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it. There's some other stuff there. I'm just like, there's some stuff like that, but then there's also stuff like where they're just like, yeah, sound doesn't travel in space. But it's like, but y'all all talking, and I get it. Like, what's his name has that power
to whatever you.
Yeah, like he has the power to connect everybody to talk. I guess what the fuck ever. That's strange. Not everybody has telepathy. It's only.
It's convenient. It's for the plot.
Yeah, but it's also so they don't have to animate mouths.
That too. You're not wrong. But so, it's like that. That was the decision in the comics. Like, obviously, it's not that much to like. They're putting more detail in the background than they are like animating because your mouth's still like every panel, right? So it's not that bad. But in the show, that's obviously that's a decision that they don't have to worry about because it's like, oh, they already established this for us in the comics. We don't got to animate mouths. Cool, thanks guys. Like you know,
okay.
Yeah, fine.
I have a question. This might be an animation thing. This might be I don't know. Who can breathe in space, and who's going to get their head popped in space?
Oh, that is a great question.
Because
what do you mean?
So,
who can?
For example, when they were fighting on the ship, Alan and Nolan were in the prison. right?
Yes.
And they had the guards in the prison. As soon as the joint happened, some of them niggas went out the ship. Like once the ship busted, some of them niggas went out and died instantly or froze
Yeah.
instantly.
Yep.
Right.
Yes.
Reason
However,
too.
Yeah.
right. Nolan is about to take Debbie into space, but the ship can't come into the atmosphere.
I think he was gonna bring it though, because he was like because he mentioned this, like if I bring you up, the ship's gonna have to come down, but it can't come down fully or something like that. So in my brain I was like, that ship's definitely gonna come down, because he's not gonna just fly to points where she can't breathe and it's too cold for her to even
That's
exist.
facts. That's facts. But my like space racer. So he's
Yes.
then strong enough to, well, no, we already answered that with the whole behind the rock surviving
The rocks
situation.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
but I'm just confused.
but he
It's just
also
like
can, he
aliens are
also
just-
can race through space without being frozen and cold. But the nigga can't breathe in space.
It's the thing. Well, it's the thing that none of them are breathing. That's the thing. They all have
They're all
such
holding their breath.
amazing lung capacity that they're just
Yeah.
holding their breath.
That's
Space
not
Racer has
that's
a
not
helmet on.
true. Because niggas
That
is
is
knocked
true.
out. Niggas is knocked out in space. And they are knocked
No,
out cold. They're not holding their breath.
But it's also the thing of, you think about it, is like you think again to the Space Racer point. These are guys with aliens with crazy bodies. They may not need to hold their breath for that long. Obviously, they can just operate in battle, and like they can get their chest rocked, but somehow they have such a unique physique that they can hold their breath even after all that, and they may be knocked out in space, but they're so good they're so strong to where their body doesn't really need to breathe that much to consume that much energy. Because Mark was in that coma for how long, and they're just feeding him goop, and he
Right.
healed.
To
Like,
be
I mean,
fair,
sure,
Conquest
but
is probably an even better thing of that, because Mark was choking that nigga for like
for
a
like
solid
yeah.
5
a
minutes.
solid 5 minutes,
Yeah.
exactly, and he was still
in
fighting through
universe,
that.
in universe, 5 minutes, like.
Yeah.
But
hold on.
Yeah.
at the same time, Nolan, there's no way Nolan was holding his breath with his guts splattered in space. Like there's no way. So, but he was still knocked out in space, guts
Yeah.
sprung out. That man's not
And
holding
I
his
think
breath.
it's
Yeah,
one of
but
those things where it's like, if Superman got knocked out in space, is Superman going to die?
Superman
Probably
can
not.
breathe in space. He's not holding his breath.
Can he breathe
Superman
in
can't breathe in
space?
space. He has a
He
suit.
can't breathe in space.
Superman can breathe in
Oh,
space.
no, he
Can
has
he?
Nah.
Somebody look
In
that
the
up for
ri-
me.
I don't. I'm
I
looking it up.
remember, bro.
He
I remember, bro.
cannot.
I remember growing up watching that deep. I remember when he had to have like a Superman suit. I remember that.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
don't make no sense because Superman spent a decade in the sun, in the middle of the
What's
fucking
what's the
sun.
thing? If you talking about that golden era where where Superman could sneeze and
anything.
He was Superman
and, and,
God.
and, and, yeah, he was a
Superman
god.
God,
Like,
Superman.
yeah, like trust me, yeah, in that era. But yeah, but going back to, I read something about that whole breathing in space thing with the Ultramites. They were saying about how, a lot of people was confused about it, and they said, yeah, they could, it's not really the air capacity, it's something different, because when Mark was choking him, he wasn't cutting off the air
Oh,
because
his neck muscle
remember,
was too
they
big.
it wasn't that they were saying that, like, it was saying like Mark was cutting off the blood circulation to his head, like it was like he was
I
that
read
was
that. I
and
read
that,
that too. Yes.
mhm.
Yes.
So that's what it was. So when it comes
Ah.
to the breathing part, it's kind of up in the air. But so that it kind of cleared it up.
No doubt.
I mean, that
that
makes
note,
sense.
I
But
think-
they definitely do need to breathe because that's the whole way the freaking virus gets to them. It's airborne. Unless it just goes through their porous ass
like,
skin.
They need to breathe, because Mark, obviously we saw Oliver had to race back to the planet to get air before he almost got sideswiped by Conquest.
But then he got his jaw fucking ripped
Love
off
that.
and was floating in space for days.
Yes. And that's the thing that goes back to it. If Superman these are basically Superman, right? In this comic world, if Superman gets knocked out in space, is Superman going to die? Probably not. Can I give you a reason of why? No. But my reason is
Mhm.
comics. Unless we get an
Because
explanation, it's one of those. That's one of those things. I'm just like, I just chop it up to these are superheroes in
Superhumans.
space, and I
Yeah.
don't really think twice about it.
Fair.
No,
This
facts.
reminds me. Real quick, this reminds me of, I don't know if I remember this. Remember, this is an anime reference with Dragon Ball Z. Remember the time where Krillin saw Goku like chilling on the grass in Super Saiyan form? He's like, man, he's so strong.
And he threw the fucking rock at him.
And threw a rock at him and it hit him. He's like, what the hell? And like, as a kid, it's like, dude, you took an energy blast from Frieza final form, bro. Like, why is that hurting you? You know, it's like one of those things like, hey, yeah, it's just, maybe, it's for us to, kind of, talk about or, bitch about or something. But yeah, it falls in that category. Like, okay, to do that. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he like nigga, I can still feel shit, but like I'm not tensed up.
Spider-Man with the spider sense.
I'm not ready for a rock to hit me in the damn dome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or maybe if you laser to shoot you and Super Saiyan God.
I'm dead.
What I want explained is like, and people have called it, and so I guess people either hate it or they love it. But fans have like thought up of this adrenaline theory. I don't know if you guys have seen that, where it's like, why is it that whenever Mark gets mad, he gets stronger? But that's not the case because, as Conquest stated, being angry doesn't make you stronger. So what is it in these forms that Mark is like when he gets super mad? He just like in that fight, that first fight when he was
determination. I told you, Mark got that bitch in him. Mark is a bitch.
That bitch
he got that
like
bitch
that
in
first
him.
fight with Battle Beast and all the other villains with the when he was fighting with the Rock guy. He was like, enough, and he just popped everybody off of him and went crazy. And he does this constantly throughout the series. And I'm just like, I want to know is like you said, is it truly that he's just not locked in enough and he got that bitch in him until he's like, nah, let me get that dog back, and he comes back to his senses? Or is it like, and I think someone there was on a podcast recently where they talked to the writer and they presented him with this adrenaline theory, and he just straight up denied it. He's like, no, that's not it. And I don't remember if he gave an explanation for like what gives Mark that drive, because I don't think I finished this video.
Didn't Nolan?
But I'm just like,
didn't Nolan say like when it was training on, was it Thorag or whatever the fuck that his second baby mama's from? Didn't he tell him, he was like Mark, bro, he was like, you strong, but you weak hard.
Hold back.
You gotta, you hold back. Stop holding back.
Hold back. Yeah. But at the same time, it's also like he also has to physically get stronger as well. We know that for sure because he was training in season 2 and 3.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And I think they all get strong. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go. I was thinking this, with the whole adrenaline theory, remember, he's half human. As humans, we when we get an adrenaline, it does make us stronger. Like, I thought maybe that might be a component since he's had Viltrumite. Maybe they don't need adrenaline because they're that guy, but half of it does probably push them up to the next level. So that's how I thought of it.
That's a good one. That's like the half Saiyan theory. Like, half Saiyans are inevitably they got higher potential than full-blooded Saiyans because like that one, they got better, they have looser control over their emotions and more adrenaline, and two, like they have I guess the two is the adrenaline thing, but yeah.
But on the thing of like them having adrenaline, even with Saiyans and Viltrumites versus like them being half human, who's to say? Because obviously none of this is confirmed. Or at least in the Invincible, that he already shot down the adrenaline thing because he wrote it and he's like, nah, that's not it. But for the Saiyans, it's like, who's to confirm that just because you're half human, you have more or less adrenaline than a Saiyan or a Viltrumite? These are both humanoid creatures that are so compatible, you guys can have babies. So like, we can't just say that they don't also have adrenaline. Because obviously, you think about like, oh, why are they surviving in space? That feels like you got hella adrenaline if you're out here taking gut punches and still going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, it's a known thing that the highest potential Saiyan in the world of what's it called is Gohan, and it's like it was his whole half blood thing. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Broly just became canon. That's a good point. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know. I really, you know what I'm saying? It could go.
He has unlimited potential, it feels like.
Yeah. I don't know. That is a good, I don't know, that's a good point.
I guess we gotta go to San Diego we all gotta make a trip to San Diego Comic Con and ask that question. Who's down?
Yeah. Who down to spend that money? Who down to spend that money?
Say that money.
Yeah, I'm gonna say my high and low, and then we're gonna go to
The boys.
Them boys.
Nolan. Well, we got one more
facts.
Nolan, and then the boys.
And then the bet.
Okay.
But my high is the Viltrumite War. That war was insane. Thrag wasn't. I was texting Josh as I'm watching this shit. My mind being blown. I'm like, this at this point, like out of all, like dang, like honestly, all of anime and this year, that was the best. That was the most hype I felt like watching an animation like
Over
that
JJK?
over JJK. Yeah, over JJK.
Damn.
JJK was still amazing this year. Don't get me wrong. But like even the don't and that last fight was insane. Yeah, Yuta's my boy. Yuta's been my boy since he said, "Oh, thank goodness." I'm like, this nigga's my nigga. Hands down, that's my nigga. But yeah, no, like that fight, like just it's so ingrained in my brain. Like, don't get me wrong, like JJK, and this side note, JJK is amazing, it's beautiful, but so much shit be happening at once that I have to keep watching over and over for it to like consolidate in my brain. But like there's like quick dialogue that matters. Like I only watched the Viltrumite War once, right? And like we can know, oh yeah, Thrag sidestepped that shit. Yep, he tore off what's his name's arm and broke his jaw like that. Oh, he punched what's his name down to Viltrum and then punched him back up to Viltrum.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we got all of these things that's baked into our memory because it was just so good and everything just wasn't happening all at once. Not saying like JJK is bad because they do that, but it's just different. It just makes it memorable. You know what I'm saying? To me. But
it's that anime effect to where like our animation is just like one, they don't have the budget either, they're just overworked. But we don't have the budget as is now. And so like they're gonna put as much animation into the fighting as they can, but we also have like these moments of dialogue, and we have 43-minute episodes, so we can add more. Whereas anime is usually like shonen is like we want to see fights. How much can we fit in a single frame? You missed this frame when you blink. Oh well, rewind. We don't care. We putting that much stuff in. Like it is like there's so much. Like you said, even if you're watching it in dub, you could watch that episode, go back and watch it a second time. Like I didn't even see him do this with his hands. Like this is crazy.
It's literally like
it's just like
in 1 second, this nigga will punch you 4 times, and that's an anime.
Exactly.
He'd be like, like, damn, what the hell just happened? I don't know, but it was amazing. I can't tell you why it's amazing.
The Maharaga fight, I blinked, they were up in the sky. I said, when did we get here?
How did we get here? Like I blinked another time and they back on the ground, but a plane is behind them. I don't fucking know what's going on. It's like anime be like ADHD on steroids. It's just everything all at once. But yeah, like that was my high. My low is why in the world did they pick who they wanted to? Why did they pick this group of people? Like, you know, like I don't know her name, but the fake Iron Man chick, we'd never seen her before.
Tech Jacket.
Never seen her before. And all of a sudden why are you not a part of the Guardians of the Earth? Like you just up in space. You're hovering around Earth, but you're not helping? Where were you at with the Viltrumite War? Or the Viltrumites came down. I think she was there, maybe?
That my point to that, DeGraff, is in the comics. I feel like that was a thing that they did better. Is when the Invincibles invaded, she was there. They showed her fighting like that one Invincible. Like in the show, you just see like, oh, she fights it, and then like it blips, and she's already killed the Invincible. I think we got to see more of that in the comics. I don't know, Raheem, correct me if I'm wrong. But it's like, and then they may have gone into her a little bit more in the comics as well, because a lot of times they'll just go off and dip to a side story in the comics, and I like that about that, because like we just was like, oh, well, Mark's doing this, let's go off and see about this person. It's like, oh, I get to learn a little bit about that person, and so the show doesn't have time for that sometimes. Because in that one Invincible invasion, we missed a whole side story about a werewolf guy. Like, we got a blip of him in the show. We missed a little bit of side story about Tech Jacket. We missed a little bit of side story about some other people. So it's like we don't have time to always give the proper context to these heroes. Tech Jacket, I feel like we should give more context to.
Yeah, she was gonna
because
matter.
even in the comics, I feel like in the comics is like in that first fight, you're like, oh, why is Tech in the show? You're like, why is Tech Jacket getting handled? But in the comics, it's like Tech Jacket quicks up. I get in the comics because he in the comics. He picks the fight up pretty quickly. He's like, oh, I got this. Don't worry. And it's like he didn't feel as vulnerable as they made her to be in the show. So I don't know why the decision. And even then, she was still holding, like, she was doing well. She was shooting out the poison. She survived. She did.
Yeah,
she
she
knew better
survived.
than fucking Oliver to not go rock the main guy.
Yeah,
Like,
which is
like
a
you,
part
like,
of my.
yeah.
That's a part of my pissed offness, my lows. Like,
Mm.
don't bring Oliver out there because he clearly does not listen. You know what I'm saying? Like, he
He's trying to
clearly
prove himself,
does
though.
not listen. So don't
But
bring him
don't-
out. And you could hear from the way he was talking, like, this is not a life or death situation before the fight. Y'all should have said, oh yeah, Oliver, come out here and locked him up or knocked him out to where he's not fighting because of that, y'all almost had him die. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But you
y'all
know
didn't
about it.
understand his hubris. And also,
Mhm.
then this is my last gripe because again, this is a part of the people who they picked to fight the Viltrums. They picked these people. They seem so unprepared, but they picked these people.
so perplexed.
And they did not bring what's his name, the not Invincible, the old guy who got with the doublet chick. Why did you? I get that he retired, but nigga,
Yeah.
bring him back. What are we doing? Like, what are we actually doing, bro? Like,
My brain keeps calling him Abe Lincoln because he was, but I don't know his name.
I think Immortal.
Immortal.
Immortal,
Yes,
that's what it
yes,
is.
Immortal,
Yeah.
yes. Like, I'm sorry, nigga. The fate of the universe depends on this one battle. Get your ass up. What are we doing here? You know what I'm saying?
And you pretty much don't die anyway.
And you
So-
don't die.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What are we
yeah.
talking
It's like,
about?
even if you can't breathe in space, we'll get you a helmet like Tech Jacket, or not Tech Jacket. Well, I guess she did have a helmet like
Yeah.
Space Racer, and then just keep it going. If your head gets chopped off, we'll reattach it.
Yeah,
Like,
reattach it. If your helmet get blown off, Tech Jacket will create you another one out of her ass. It don't matter. She literally she's full of nanites. You know what I'm saying?
that was
Sound
also
like
another
a
thing that
disease.
they skipped on that as well, because right before they left, we see Mark and Eve go visit him and Duplicate, and they have kids now. And it's like they're in this cabin just secluded being a family. And it's like that probably would have given a little bit more context as to why wouldn't we recruit this nigga? Why was he so just determined not to come and help them out?
Josh, that would have pissed me off even more. Because your kids are in danger, nigga. Your kids are in literal danger. Because you don't
No,
want to
I
fight?
understand.
Are you fucking
You-
kidding me?
I-
You bitch. You were big. He's a bigger bitch than Invincible.
And
don't-
that's his character. Like, I'm saying, if that in that way, if that would have happened, you still would have been pissed off. But you're like, yeah, that nigga's just a bitch.
I've
He's
been
a
like,
bitchy
kill
bitch,
that unkillable nigga first. That's exactly what I've been like. I've been like, hey, Thrag, I know you hate us, but kill that nigga first. Kill
But
that
also,
nigga
who else
first.
Who else do you want to recruit for this battle?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. What's his name? The nigga, the speed racer nigga, the whatever racer nigga came and was just like, yeah, I got these monsters. Why didn't you get them before? Where the fuck was you at before, nigga? And why didn't you bring more? And also, if this is the biggest bad, I'm sorry. Y'all need that virus on the ship just in case some shit happens.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just in case. And this is the thing that got me. Even if nobody else wanted to do that, Thaddeus should have done that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure.
How the fuck does Thaddeus not have that shit happen? That's his whole plan. And now he left his plan up to somebody with the softest fucking heart of all for all Viltrumites to kill the rest of the Viltrumites. This nigga's not gonna pull the pull. Nigga, you got me fucked up. He's not gonna do
You need a
it.
shooter.
Realistically,
You know what I'm saying?
realistically,
This
him
nigga's
having
scared.
This nigga's scared.
I don't think he would. I get like having that on the ship. It's like one. There's so much action going on. If that ship blows up, that shit's just out in space. Like they're not getting that because it's not going to be
Good.
no. Cool. Here's the thing. Wait, hold on. If the virus, this is going out into like space physics. If the virus gets uncontained in space, is it going to travel like it should? Like this is a genuine question now at this point. I don't know.
Honestly, probably. Yeah, probably. I mean, it's not going to be
'Cause if they're
contained
not-
to any atmosphere. It's going to travel like fucking Speed Racer's fucking laser gun. To keep
Now,
floating
here's-
on.
But they have it in like a serum. They need the mist, right? So if it gets blown up in the thing, it's still going to be in liquid form. Will it not just floating as a little goop in space?
I mean,
No, not really, because I remember like I took this health class and it said there's been sometimes where like people didn't need a flu vaccine because it was so cold that the flu pretty much froze. So in the case of like maybe like this virus is stuck in outer space, it'd probably just be just icicles like until it got to a certain temperature to actually spread again. So that's how viruses work. If it's too cold, it won't
Right.
spread. Yeah.
But if it's so cold, we have this virus in a liquid form because they have it in like this like vial, right? And sure, it'll freeze until it gets thawed out. But as of right now, it is just a frozen popsicle in space until someone decides to lick it. You know what I mean? Like, what do we? He sent it and deployed as mist, as a visible mist across the planet.
Hey, look, then
So would it
listen,
really-
then that's fine. But I guarantee you, if I'm Thaddeus, I'm like, I know this
Mhm.
nigga Thrag is the biggest, baddest nigga of them all. And I'm over here fighting, tussling, whatever, and I see this nigga fly down to Viltrum. Nigga, I'm throwing the virus down there.
So
Why
think,
would I
so
not
hear me
do
out.
that?
Hear me out.
Any chance I
think-
get to kill this one nigga, I'm doing it.
I think
fair.
the thing here is, remember at the end, I think it was at the end of the giant. I think the virus will not just kill Viltrumites now.
Kill all of them.
The
Kill
new one.
humans potentially.
No, not just the
Yes.
new ones. It'll kill humans.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, facts. But at the same time, like this is down in. I'm saying like that's another reason why you should have carried it with you, because you go into the Viltrumite's homeworld. The only niggas over there are Viltrums. As
But also at the same time-
soon as this nigga, I would be like, hey, bro, let's be diplomatic. Let's go down there and talk. Let's talk. And I would have just I would have busted open the jacket and it would just be nothing but Viltrum death spray. I'm like, fuck
Okay.
it. I would have been like,
Okay,
hey, Mark, I'm sorry, nigga, you gotta go too, bro. This nigga is evil.
I have a rebuttal for that because he gets down there, right? He goes, you know what? Fuck it. Rips the chest, boom, right? Just
Yep.
spreads. Kills himself, kills Mark, kills Nolan, whatever. He doesn't care. And I understand. If you gotta do what you gotta do, what's 3 lives versus bajillions, right? But at the same time, I can see it to where I don't know how strong it is. I don't know if it's an instant kill, but all I have to go off of is the niggas before the regular Viltrumites had a little time before they started bleeding out. We saw niggas was like they were either withstanding it in the case like Nolan where he recovered, which obviously this is a more potent
Yeah,
virus.
this is a hella
or
potent thing.
They were like fighting until they died. Now you have this hella potent virus against the most powerful Viltrumite. In
Mhm.
my head, I think he has at least 10 seconds to super speed off the planet and be like, hey, don't come here. Because obviously at that point, I don't think anybody's even on the planet except for him and Nolan during that talk. So he's like, hey, don't come on this fucking planet, zoom back down, and then just die. You know, I don't know how that's
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 fine.
what I would see.
All I care about is you kill the unkillable nigga. You kill
That's
the
fair.
unkillable,
That's fair,
the
yeah.
most unkillable nigga. That should have been your goal. You telling me you came knowing everybody on that ship, but Invincible's brother, what's his name?
Mark.
Oliver.
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 Everybody on that ship, but Oliver, knew that this nigga was unbeatable, and you didn't come with the only hope you got to beat this nigga.
With
Huh?
the beat 'em juice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you ain't come with the beat 'em juice. What we
Whoa.
talking about? I'm dead.
Honestly, perfect opportunity, right? When Mark gave him, like, he was like, I beat Conquest. He was like, show me. If you can just, because, like, nigga,
That's
he's
what
got
I'm
the
That's
aura
fair.
of, like,
That's
you're
what
not
I'm
gonna
saying.
fight, you're not gonna beat me. So I'm like, you know what? If you come in, try to, like, bait him, maybe he's pretty smart, but if you try to bait him, you're like, I got this, and he just sits there and eats that punch, hopefully he doesn't block it and just
Throw
sideswipe
that
your
shit
entire
in his
body.
throat.
Just put that shit as a brass
Ah!
knuckle. Boom, right in the face.
That's what I'm saying.
Let him
Oh,
sniff
man.
it.
You
Man.
know what? Now that we've said he's smart, I'm looking at it. Are Viltrumites smart?
They created
That
a lot of
nigga
good
is-
technology, but not for good.
I don't
I
know
think
if
they're
they
smart.
created.
I
I don't
want
know.
them
We
smart.
don't know if they created it. They probably enslaved niggas to create for them. Let's be real.
That too,
Because-
but I think as a society that they are smart enough because at a certain point, when they killed off all the people, all their slaves, and they keep it a secret, it was just them working in hazmat suits to hopefully find a cure for the virus. So they are smart to a degree.
All right, but hear me out though. If you see a
face.
flying battle
That
cat,
face.
I don't know.
if you see a battle cat in space, and he's wearing a jetpack, and that's the only thing keeping him in the fight,
Battle.
And he grabbed it and he said, "Fuck out of here."
with Battle Beast,
Oh yeah, Battle
And-
Beast.
but Battle Beast killed like 2 people, I think, before they took the jetpack off.
That's facts.
No, that's fair. He obviously, as that also that it's like that going back to Saiyans, it's that pride. You think
the
your
pride,
people are gonna
fair.
handle it, and so
Fair.
it's like, oh, they don't handle it. I just
I
lost
can
2
handle
niggas
it.
to this. I'm already, it's like I just lost 2 niggas to this. Nah, you gotta go, my guy. Get that jetpack. I'm tired of sitting here. You guys are doing too much. I'm like once the nigga once his planet was gone, he was like, no, fuck this. I'm ripping
And
your head
ripped
off.
Homeboy's head off,
I
yeah.
wish I could have savored your death, but I don't have time for this anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, which
I do want to bring up something about the whole going back to the whole virus thing with what the graph was talking about. I think
Yes.
it's a range, and I think it might be a point where because remember, I remember that planet had a ring of remember a
dead
graveyard,
bodies. Yeah.
millions
Dead
of dead
bodies,
bodies,
yeah.
and it ranged from children to adults to I don't know if they're they are senior citizens in the Viltrum, but still. And I think it's one of the things where like whoever did survive this either they have better immune systems. I'm trying to get to a medical behind it, but yeah, like because I do
They're
think that
weaker.
the weaker ones, yeah, they're definitely some of the weaker ones. So I know most kids definitely got killed off, but they would not, they definitely wasn't able to handle that. And then, if like let's say you were just like coming back from recovery, playing at home, man, got my ass beat, then the
Ain't
virus
nothing
comes, shoot, your immune system ain't strong enough to do that. So it's so much components to that. And then on top of that, shoot, you don't know if maybe he built in an immune system to it. Like I think I think you said complicated. Did you say like he could fly away in 10 seconds, something like that? Possibly. I'm
Yeah.
just saying that could be a possibility. Yeah, for example, yeah, like he might be so strong enough where like he could be like he could break. He see that thing like the moment someone like drops it right before he breaks the ground, he's like, I'm out. Boom. Like oh shoot,
Right,
like
gone.
now
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
No,
Mark,
no,
Nolan, and Thaddeus are dead, and he may die as he flies as far away as possibly can.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I get it. I get it that like for one, it could not work on him. There's a strong possibility that may not work on him. I get that. And I also get that the whatever I said might not work, but I'm saying they had no plan on doing that. They had zero plan on defeating this nigga other than pulling up with him and throwing hands with the nigga with the nigga who has hands of hands. He's not worried about any one of you niggas. He literally could body anybody, and you don't bring the one thing that could body him. That doesn't make sense
It
to
was
me.
definitely a foolish pride. I think it's God. These guys in their pride, because it's like like you said, if you want to kill the unkillable, why didn't you have that thing on you? But it's also I feel
That
like
thing.
although that thing, Thaddeus obviously he was like, if I'm dead, please use it. But at the same time, when he's alive, he has that little bit of just like hope, I feel like, along with his pride, where he's like, I don't think we'll need this. I
No,
hope we won't need this. And
Thaddeus,
I
no,
also
bro.
don't.
No, he did not.
And hold on,
He
hold on.
wanted to kill all
I'm saying-
Viltrumites.
I think
He
if
should've
they
killed
would have,
himself.
if they
kill
would
himself.
have, he should have killed himself. If they would
No, he
have,
would have killed himself.
defeated. I'm saying he would have killed. Yes, hold on. If they would have killed Thrag, right? He mentioned that if we take their home planet, we kill Thrag, they're gonna be in disarray. If they kill Thrag and their home planet, the niggas don't know who to follow anymore. So
I
at that
agree.
point, maybe he might try to be like rational with them, like you have no leader. Please, something. I don't know, guys. I don't know what he does at that point. I don't know how you be diplomatic with them niggas. But it's like there's an option now. I don't know how. It's not a big chance of the option working, but now you have this option when we killed your baddest bad. You have nowhere to live. Your niggas are floating in the ring right now. What do you want to do right now? It's you and me. Come on. So it's like he thinks maybe I don't have to use this if things go well. But granted, like you said, if you really want things to go well, you gotta have that thing on you, and he
You gotta
did.
have that thing
And
on
I
you.
think that was just a flaw in him thinking that this might have worked out, and it didn't.
I just, yeah. I mean, that nigga, to me, that nigga, Thaddeus is dumb as hell. That's what it comes down to. Like, he had, not only did he invent something and never really used it, but said he had no problem with using it. That's one. Two, he didn't bring that to him on the day that you should bring that shit with you. You didn't bring it to you. And for three, he did not leave it in a nigga that would use it hand. So you telling me you spent all of this time developing some shit that will never be used? You know it will never be used, bro.
Granted, as do you know that?
I mean, I don't know that. No, I didn't write the story, but I'm just saying, like he didn't leave it in the hands of some niggas that hate the Viltrumites, right? He didn't leave it in them niggas' hands. He left it in the hands of a nigga who befriended one of the worst fucking Viltrumites in the world, in the universe.
That's true, but at the same time, it's like we don't know in the future of where like it's game time. Who do you want to make that last 3 fucking Iguodala, right? And he's like, you got the niggas on the panel constantly pressuring this man. So like, what we don't know what will happen.
I know, I get it. I know, and I agree. I'm just saying.
I know what will happen.
I know
but
you know.
You don't know what will happen.
I know, and
And
that's
so
that's the fun. That's the fun part of it. I'm just saying. I'm not saying this is going to happen in the future. I'm just saying current, present, and the information that we know from the show. That is a dumbass decision to make. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Right.
It don't add up for Thaddeus. Like you came in gun blazing talking about this is our chance to strike back, and you didn't come with the fucking the strike back missile. Yeah, you didn't come with the fucking strike back. Nigga, I'm sorry if I was a nigga that I was not a Viltrumite, I'd be like, Thaddeus, you fucking tripping. I'm going home. I'm not riding with you, nigga. You're weird. You're weird. You didn't bring the fucking thing that ends niggas. What? You telling me that you had a fucking bazooka and I got a goddamn wooden spear and these niggas got blickies with switches on them? And you want me to fight with you? Nigga, you nuts? Bring the fucking bazooka. I'll use the shit. That's what I'm saying. Like it just don't fundamentally make sense. Like, don't make the bazooka if you're not about to use the bazooka on niggas that got blickies and switches. It don't make sense.
But you know what though? This is a good segue because you know who would have had that virus on it? You know
that nigga Butcher, motherfucking Butcher.
I'm not trying to.
Can we talk?
To say it. It's a good segue.
It is a good segue.
It's hilarious that David Diggs is in this. I was like, damn, this
Bruh.
nigga Hamilton in this shit now. Like, I know the crowd watching it's like, oh my god.
I was like, sing, nigga.
And
They
of
had
course
getting
they gave
takes
him
Say
on
we
deck.
coming through, government blood stains. Laugh out yet?
they gave him he's the nigga with the voice that has to be his power. Like it only fits.
Yes, bro. Like oof. But okay, yeah. I'm glad you know. I'm glad you know I was so hyped. But yeah, since we talking about the boys, the first thing I wanted to know from you guys, do you think that A Train redeemed himself?
Yes, I think so. I think him saving his family, like he said, he like in the last season when I forgot who he helped. He was like, "That was the best I've ever felt in my life, actually doing something good for one." And so for this entire couple of months or however long he's been, he's been helping Starlight in her cause, and he's been helping hide his family. So he's actually been doing good work. We may not have gotten as much as a redemption as we wanted it to, because I haven't been seeing what he's been doing since then. But like it's like I feel like deep down he did what he needed to do. I was sad to see him go in the first episode of the season, but obviously it's the last season, so we're gonna be riding some niggas off. But he went out like a G. He didn't go out like no bitch. He
He
laughed at
didn't.
that nigga's face till the end.
Yeah.
So I was just like, it wasn't a bad death.
Pappy said.
Yeah, I put a little
I
bit
think
of.
Pappy said R.I.P. R.I.P. to A Train.
I put a little bit of respect on Lil Choo Choo's name.
Little choo choo.
The little
How you
Asian
gonna
that
respect and
could.
disrespect him in the same sentence?
What, man? Nah, that's his street name now. He
Lil
went out
Choo
like
Choo.
the
Just
Lil Choo
little
Choo.
choo choo.
I'm dead. What
Yeah,
about
it
Yeah,
was
you,
no,
a,
Raheem?
I'm gonna be honest with you. It did, but I like speedsters like all around.
Mm.
And the fact that he couldn't just go around that bitch, like like yo, you was out there running around. Because I remember when Homelander was chasing after him, he was already like, remember he had like, you know, my issue was this before Homelander was chasing him, he had this Barry Allen moment when he's like, Silver like this,
Oh, Silver Surfer
yeah,
or Silver,
Silver,
not Silver Surfer.
um,
Quicksilver.
Quicksilver.
Quicksilver moment, pulling pants down. They said, "Nah, you got this. You're in this phase where you're doing this, but your ass can't go around that broad. Are you serious?"
Mm-hmm.
It
In
threw
that
me off. It got me so pissed. I was like, "Yo, like you're moving like fractions of a second, dude. Like you out here, pushing the gun out the way, doing all this cool stuff, and then Homeland is like, he's like, oh, I'm gonna laser you down. Oh, I can't go around her. Like, dude, we just saw you do that. Like, how you? Like, like, granted, I do remember in the earlier season, he was losing his power. Like, all right, like maybe that was probably his last bit of, you know,
yeah.
essence. Maybe that be an issue, but it's kind of like, I mean, especially the whole
In
360, how he killed
in
Huey's
that
girl. So I kind of get that redemption part, but still, that kind of like got to me the wrong way in the first episode. I was like, I
Yeah.
guess.
in that moment, I was also confused because I was like, when he was super speeding, I was like, my brain was like, isn't Homelander fast enough to keep up with him?
Yeah.
But at that moment, Homelander was also preoccupied with something, and I guess just didn't notice him. But I was like, as soon as he gets out of the super speed, Homelander is going to be on his ass. So like, I know he's going to be chased down, and it's not like you said Barry Allen, but there's a thing between Barry Allen and Wally West compared to Superman, where they're both faster than Superman. Like we know
Oh, without
for
doubt.
sure Wally West is forever faster than Superman.
Yeah.
And so it's just like this nigga isn't even Barry. He might not even be a Bart Allen. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's a Quicksilver.
He is a
And
Quicksilver, yeah.
at this point, Quicksilver is at the same speed as Homelander. So at a certain point, that nigga was gonna get caught. He did go out in a bad way, but Homelander was not gonna give up.
Yeah, I agree. I never even thought about it because he did, like, in my brain, you only can slow down that shit if you tap into a Speed Force type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just don't really make sense. It never even made sense for Quicksilver to move that fast. But I digress. Even in this universe, because wasn't the whole thing of him tripping and hitting that girl, Pee-wee's girlfriend, the fact that he was like drunk or some shit.
He was drugged up. He
He was
just went
high.
right through her.
Yeah, he was like high and drugged up and shit, so he just ran right through her. But like even this one, like don't get me wrong, I completely I'm one for one with Raheem right here as far as like he just he needed that to happen to get redemption. Like it was all about redemption, and I guess they wanted to show how badass he was before he died. That's my only thing, but it does break the universe that they built. Like this nigga, like we see, like he did a race and like he was training for that race, like training his heart out to run that race and do all that other stuff. And like he still was like, I don't even know how fast, but he wasn't fast enough to slow down the world. Y'all remember what I'm talking about? That race that almost blew up his heart.
So, yeah.
He was
Yeah.
he was never fast enough to slow down the whole world. He was never that fast. So I get it. I didn't think about it until now, but yeah, I agree with Raheem. That is kind of BS. I call shenanigans.
Yeah. Because it's like that thing is like, yeah, how do you tap into that, do all that stuff, that Quicksilver moment, and then I guess Quicksilver Fox Universe moment, because we're not acknowledging MCU Quicksilver, and do
You
all
didn't
that
see that
bullet
coming.
time stuff. Yeah, you didn't see that stray missile bullet come, did you either? But you do all that stuff, and then you can't avoid the lady on the street. It is weird. It's like you did this crazy feat only for him to go out kind of sad, but also not sad because he didn't go out sad. It's weird. It's weird. Also me watching that, I'm like, I was my brain went in a morally gray place. I was like, damn, what happened to me though? I would have went right through her.
Damn, you said I would have ran through that bitch.
What's
I
one
was
more
like,
body?
what's like literally at that point? What do you like? What's sadly? It was I was like, it was a bad thing to think. I was like, what's one body in a millions of bodies to save against Homelander? And I was just like, I don't know. It was. I see why he did it, but I'm like, damn. What does that say about me? Like, I don't need to be a hero.
Yeah, you
I mean, that's the
would
whole
have been
show.
on the boys. Yeah, you would have been on the 7 for sure.
I'm making them Cecil decisions. I gotta do what I gotta do. I don't know.
Oh man. Speaking of niggas who make terrible decisions, has Butcher gone too far?
He always goes too far.
Like
It's
is
necessary
he?
evil.
I guess is he now like too far gone?
I think he's. I don't know at this point. My question is like, I think he is too far gone. He's got this, but is he also? I'm like, how at the end of this, if he survives this, which I think he's gonna die by the end of this, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I think
Which
so
would be
too.
a fitting death. If he doesn't die, how do you? And you want to redeem yourself? How do you walk back this virus without the virus killing you? Because the virus he only lives because he accepted the virus. Like the only way he could possibly get rid of the virus is if he gets blasted by Soldier Boy, and he basically happens to basically what happens to him is what happened to that Wonder Woman equivalent. And he loses his powers, or he just I don't know, just goes off into the sunset. I really don't know. You can't really go back. You can't take back the virus that you've already just said. Yep, you already just shook hands with. Like he's too far gone. So I think it's only fitting that he has to die by the end of this series.
And
To
don't forget,
also
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
to also redeem himself for all the bad things he's done in his life.
yeah. I agree. He out of everybody who has to go, he absolutely has to go.
He was willing to sacrifice that young boy to kill Homelander. Remember?
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey, listen, we're gonna go in there together." He was like, same with how Zay had his plan with Thrag. Like, we're gonna go in there together. We're gonna drop this on him, and we like he was like and then and I think and once they found out, so like he's like, man, never mind, we can't do it. And he was, and it was almost just like, because I do down for it, like almost like his wife was meaningless, but Butcher was like, yo, like he understands Like, if I have to take out one to save billions, hey, we got to go through it. Like, we can't, not everyone's gonna have to live from this. And he understands that. He understands to the point where like it's like a religious for him, like it's an ideology. Like, and that's why he always went ahead with Huey because he was like, well, that's not how we do things, da da da, and like, it's just not clicking. Like, it's pretty much like how they have conspiracy theories. Government can't tell us everything. Who's our things will go crazy. Like that's how Butcher is. Butcher's like, hey, listen, we're gonna have to do this. If not, things is gonna go way worse than what it is. So I mean, I you guys gonna learn something new about me, but like I actually seen Butcher for most of his decisions. I'd be like, hey, dude, like these guys are getting worse and worse. And he was kind of foreseeing like the whole them taking over like the democracy type of deal. So he's like, hey, I'll just do it. And on top of it, he doesn't even care. Like he doesn't care like if it's on live TV or not. He's like, dude, yeah, we gotta show these guys that hey, like these things aren't God. These are normal people just so happen to have a little bit of ability more than we do.
To your point on that Huey that you just said about him, like Huey's like, oh, we can't do it this way. Huey in his latest episode, when he was mad, Huey was locked in. Huey was beating down on MM. I'm like, whoa, what's going on right now? This man, I'm like, MM's on the ground. Huey's got him on the ground. We need this Huey more often.
But
like he can still be rational, but if he's just mad, if he has the gumption to do stuff, this is what we've been missing out on.
Does Huey still have that Temp V in him?
No, he doesn't. He just got mad.
Like
he got mad. That's it.
I'm confused. Because Huey, the first episode, Huey broke somebody's neck, didn't he? For Frenchie, like Frenchie was like,
oh no, he blew up the Invincible dude.
No, the first episode of this last season, like when they were in that internment camp or whatever.
Internment camp.
Yeah.
Oh,
like Frenchie.
No, that was MM.
No, it wasn't
MM.
MM was fighting in the bathroom or in the barracks.
Oh yeah, with Love Sausage, yeah.
No, even
I remember
before
MM
that, even
choked
before
Love
that.
Sausage to death with his own dick, but I don't think.
No. This was before. Remember when MM was fighting, and then Frenchie came in and they gave him a nod, and then that's when he actually beat the dude's ass.
I gotta look at that.
I gotta go back.
Yeah, let me see if I can pull it up for y'all real quick.
I do remember when we had Compound V, he hit A-Train. A-Train was so. I don't know what A-Train was more shocked at, the fact that he actually threw the punch, or the fact that he couldn't comprehend the fact that he almost got knocked out. Like, how'd you do that?
I'm just like, if all it takes for you to lock in is for him to
can y'all see this?
Anger in him.
Can y'all see this?
No, but you probably don't want to show it on your stream.
Yeah, I'm not showing it on my stream. I thought I was sharing my screen with you guys.
Oh.
Right now we see your OBS.
Oh, you only see my OBS. Okay, let me see. Y'all are in.
Also, while you're doing that, I feel like I don't. On the side note, which might be a topic that you have on your board, I don't mind that they gave Kimiko the ability to speak, but for some reason,
her voice seems like it's not real. Like it's dubbed over the top.
It feels like bad ADA. Yeah, I'm just like, if that's what it's called. I'm just like,
I think it's ADA.
This feels weird. I don't know if I'm not used to her talking, or is it just they just dubbed it bad. Like I don't know what's going on with that.
Let's get that off of there now. Boom. Okay, so y'all can see this. Y'all can see this, but no one else can. Y'all can see this screen.
Yeah.
No, actually, we can't. It's all black, and it's because your graphics acceleration is not off.
I think you're talking about
what is the graphic acceleration?
Because if you hit play right now, we're going to hear it.
Y'all still can't see that? Y'all can't see that?
Yeah,
can't see that.
Oh, y'all can?
Your graphics acceleration needs to be turned. We can't. We can hear it, but your graphics acceleration in Chrome needs to be turned off for you to actually show this.
How does that even? What is that even a thing?
It's in Chrome. It's in all browsers. If you go to, it's in all browsers. If you go to your settings.
Okay, go to my settings.
Go to settings, and then type in graphics. and turn that off.
Yes.
Yeah, turn that off, and then restart your browser.
Restart my browser. Ugh.
Yes, and then once you fully restart your browser and come back into it, it should be able to stream in Discord. However, if you watch any YouTube video later, you will need to turn that shit back on because it will be mad laggy.
Hey. The things I do for you guys, you know.
Appreciate you, fam.
Let's open this up. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
I forgot the
Cool.
NBA games are on Prime now. That's crazy.
I know, right?
It's not everywhere. It makes no sense.
That new
Somebody
deal.
crap.
Don't
Getting
get
that
me
mo-
wrong.
getting that
I'm
money.
I'm happy for it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, y'all can see this.
Oh, we can't now.
No.
Oh, no. Maybe
You
it's
know
an
what I
edge
think?
thing.
Yeah. You know, I think Amazon Prime purposely did that so that way people can't do that.
Ain't that
We were
some
watching it, I
shit?
think, because we were watching on Discord the other day. I think maybe Edge has found a way around it with Amazon. But if you have like Firefox
No.
or Brave, you may be able to get around it.
Did
I
you
don't really know
close all the windows of Edge?
Oh no.
Because
Oh,
you got
he didn't.
multiple down there.
He didn't. Yeah, you gotta take those
I
off
gotta
too.
take all of them off.
All of them, yeah.
Okay, I took all of them off this time. Okay.
Now we'll see. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Drum roll, please.
That sounded like a chopper, but never mind.
This nigga uses Bing.
Oh, shut the fuck up. I don't.
Bing boy, yeah. That's
He's a
you.
Bing boy.
There
Yeah,
we
see
go.
this? Y'all can see
Now
this
we
now?
can see it, yeah.
Now
Okay,
we see it.
perfect. Okay, look.
Oh, that. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
I guess he didn't break his head or break his neck. I guess he just
knocked him out. Yeah.
he just knocked him out. But I don't know why it felt like super speed, but I guess it wasn't. So maybe he don't. Yeah, I guess he don't got the temp V.
Huey got mad. That's all we need to see. Huey get mad.
Did they kill him though, or he just knocked him out?
I guess he
knocked
just
him out.
yeah. I thought he snapped that nigga's neck. You know what I'm saying? But I guess he didn't.
Realistically, if he would have killed him in that internment camp, they probably would have killed Huey that day.
Yeah.
Or maybe not because he's a special guy and they don't touch him unless Homelander says not to touch him. So I don't know.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. What were we talking about? Oh, Butcher, yeah. Butcher. Raheem, did you talk about Butcher going too far? No, you agree. You said
Yeah. I would know. Yeah. I agree that hey, he's necessarily evil. It's one of those things like hey, I gotta match this 10 times because if we mess up even once, like this whole crew is going. Like, I mean, who else is going to be brave enough or have the balls just to pull off some of the stuff they did? Like, think about it. Like, they trapped the scientist dude, told him that his family was dead and shit like that. I mean, like he had to be on some straight. Hey,
gangster shit.
Hey, listen, gangster legit. Like,
Mhm.
the main goal is to take out Homelander and everybody else. If I have to lie, I have to manipulate, if I gotta cage this dude, I gotta, kill a couple of animals or some kids. Oh well, like hey, if it all equals out to the point where like Homelander and all going, so be it. Like, I mean, even what you call it kind of did like a lighter version. I'm not trying to get off the topic, but what Dr. Ball, he was like, yeah, some of y'all don't need to be here. What's your power? Oh, what? Blinking too fast? Yeah, you're dead. Like,
Oh
in
yeah.
Butcher's case, he wants to take all of them out. He's like, listen, the more he was like you said, a dead soup is a good soup. So
the
like,
good
hey,
soup. It's the only good soup. Soup.
on good soup. Yeah, so
Yeah.
Which on that note, they canceled Gen V. I don't know if you guys saw that.
They did not cancel Gen V.
They canceled Gen V. They announced that today.
What the fuck?
Which I'm confused about, and I was gonna bring it up later because I was like, I didn't even know we were getting a season 3 because I thought they were gonna fold it into this season. Considering that I figure Homelander will be dead by the end of this, hopefully. So it's just like, what do we even need a third season of Gen V for? But also, we haven't even seen them, and we're halfway through this season. So I'm like, what's going on? Back to the main point.
They mentioned her, but yeah, like no, that's weird. Hopefully it's a hoax. But yeah, like
It's not. It was official. It was official.
That's
interesting.
unfortunate.
Tori,
But sorry, back to the main point.
did you bring up your feelings on Butcher?
I didn't. But I've always kind of rocked with Butcher though. I don't know. He's one of the few people. You know what I mean? It's like Aaron and Butcher. It's like, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
I kind of get it.
Yeah, I get you on that one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
I low-key like Soldier Boy, and sometimes the nigga popped up on the dead people. Was like, uggos.
Facts.
I laughed.
Uggos. He said that shit twice. He said, "These your friends, uggo, cause you uggo." I'm like, he terrible because he like I do like him, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, I can't fuck with him because I know he racist. He's actually racist, like
super sexist, racist, everything.
Homophobic,
He's just
homophobic. He's and super bigot.
Super bigot. Spoiled rich boy too.
Spoiled rich boy. Yeah, he's just an all around terrible person. But damn, does he got some clean ass one liners? Like I think I realized this. I think it was when he came back in the first episode of the season, whatever episode in the season. I realized I was like, he is a play on Captain America in more ways than one. Because Captain America, the reason why everybody loves Captain America is because he's just like slick and kind of cool, especially in the comic books. Like the MCU Captain America is, for lack of a better word, like watered down. Like, but
he's not as like he still kills people, but he's not. I see what you're saying. Like
he's not as extreme. Like Captain America in the comics be like, yeah, I'm going into Wakanda to get they shit because America needs it. Like that's Captain America a lot of times in the comic book. Like he's not this Boy Scout for the world. He's a scout for the American army. Like, and like
he's a soldier.
He's a soldier. And like that's what Soldier Boy is like, more of a riff. Like, you like him because you visually like him and you hear what he says and it's like, damn, that's kind of slick. But he's a fucking terrible person. Like, he is probably the worst person I think he is hands down the worst person other than Homelander. But at least Homelander has justification on hating all humans. He has no fucking justification behind being a terrible person. He just is.
Does Homelander have a justification on hating all humans?
Yes,
like, he was crashing out.
Talking about when he was raised.
Yes, he was. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not saying I agree with him, but I'm saying like, yeah, he grew up fucked up. Like, he has no sympathy for humans because because they grew up fucking him up. They grew up to make sure he did not have morals. Like, they like mutilated this man, did crazy tests on him. Basically, like, it was implied that he was sexually abused. Like, all probably under the age of like 12. Like, it's a reason why he's fucked up. Don't get me wrong, I don't agree with him. I do not agree with him. I do not sympathize with him, but I'm just saying, like, is a reason behind him being fucked up. It's not a reason behind Soldier Boy being fucked up. There's no reason. He's just a terrible fucking human being.
Soldier Boy, just like you said, he was a spoiled brat. He wanted that fame, and then he got it, and then he is like a perfect, like, they didn't change much. They changed a lot about the characters from the comics, but he's like, he got pulled from the comic. Like, he wasn't changed. He's still an asshole. He's still racist. He's still a bigot. He's still everything. He's just like, he may have that they are trying to sprinkle in some, like, oh, he's got like a sensitive side. He's tearing up, blah 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 blah. Like, he's got
because they killed another racist.
Yes, and obviously he's got some crazy PTSD that they'll probably explore on in this upcoming spinoff that they're doing. But
Mm.
it's like they didn't change him a lot. I feel like he's a bad character. You're right. He doesn't really have a reason to be the way he is. He's just a prime. He's a grade A example of a white man in the 50s. Like he's just,
Nailed it.
like this is
Ugh,
the
uggos.
epitome of that. Uggos, exactly. Like
I remember I saw
also
a meme. Before
no,
you
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Go.
I remember I saw a
I got
meme years ago, and it was like a joke. It was like Iron Man, like he got Captain America out the ice, and Nick Fury says, "Hey, come with us," and then Captain America says, "Hold on, are we taking orders from the Negro?" That's how. That's
Oh
how.
I saw that.
That's
yeah.
Yeah.
that's the only way. Are we taking orders?
He woke up out the ice. It was like, who's the Negro to getting orders to? That shit had me
Bro,
crying because that I was like, that's before like that's how good the MCU is at like no, not brainwashing, but like not making you realize this motherfucker was in like raised in the 40s. Like he absolutely was raised like if he wasn't a bigot, like at the very least the Winter Soldier would be a bigot. Like there's no way. You know what I'm saying? Like you can kind of get away like, oh, he was like a little weird nerd, so maybe he had sympathy for other people who were mistreated. There's no fucking way you telling me Bucky wasn't a bigot. No fucking way. Like,
Bucky was buff.
Yeah.
He had it all. He was like,
Buck-
I'm going to the army.
Bucky had the bitches. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Bucky
He
had
did.
it all, literally. Literally. There's no way. There's no way he woke up and got out of a trance in Wakanda and wasn't like, what the fuck you niggas come from? You know what I'm saying? No goddamn way.
Get your nigga hands off
Get your
Bro, no, the brainwashing is back. No,
like
you're
Terry
awake. You're just around. You're just surrounded by us.
like he like Terry Crews and White Chicks. He's like, oh, get this jigaboo away from me. Like,
Jigaboo.
no, you know what? You know what
I
they should
love-
have did? You know what they should did? They should have made like a little joke, like, yeah, no, Wakanda wiped all the racism out of him too. When they took that brainwash, they took all that racism out too.
It's funny you said that because I'll see so many memes on Instagram where like, oh, Bucky's biracial, his arm is black, and I'm just like,
I'm dead. But we got one last thing for the boys. And if y'all want to go, I had two other questions for Invincible, but the transition was just too good. And I wanted to get to the boys, but we got one last thing for the boys. I'll start with you, Tori. What the heck? I didn't mean to do that. What is your prediction for the end of the series? For the end of the boys? What do you think is going to happen?
This is honestly an extremely hard question because I'm very good at picking out things. I am genuinely unsure. Genuinely unsure, and I love that. There's very few times that shows get one over on me, and I feel like this one has done it a couple of times and will hopefully do it for the end of the season.
Yep. Wholeheartedly agree. I wholeheartedly agree. Like honestly, like I got like 5, maybe 20 scenarios that could happen in my brain, and I'm just like, I really don't know which one is going to happen. It's too nuts. Like, and it's the boys. Like, I can believe that Homelander dies, but I also can believe that Homelander gets his godhood. Like, because the universe is that fucked up. Like, who wants to go next? Raheem, you want to go next?
Yeah, I gotta go next. I gotta dip in a bit. One of my things was what I thought about. I think everyone from the group from the boys survived except Butcher, and he gets everything that they do things like that, and after doing all of that, he still goes to jail.
You think so?
Like it's just, I think it's one of those things that like they have to like, yeah, you defeat the ultimate evil, things like that. It's one of those things of he still goes to jail and he just rot. But at the end of the day, he's like, I'd rather rot here. He's like, once again, hey, I'd rather go to jail for all the things I've done, knowing that the world is safe. Like he just, just kind of like does that Thanos, like take a deep breath, like Like I
I
think
like
that
that.
like
Oh,
it's one of those type of deals. I think that or everyone except for Starlight, and she just kind of just like just go into a depressive state, be like shoot, okay, you lost who you all of that, and just no one it's hard for you to go back to your dad and everything because I think honestly I think they're gonna get killed because of her brother didn't know when to shut the fuck up. Like I think that's a wrap.
her
I don't think they're
dumbass
gonna lie.
brother, half brother, I
Yeah, I
guess.
think it's a wrap. So. hmm
No.
Yes. So that's how I would think it will end. I definitely know Mother Milk. I don't think it's a horror movie, so Mother Milk not gonna last. But yeah,
Yeah, I think I was gonna say I think Eminem's gonna die by the end of it too.
Yeah, he just got he got too much. He got too much. He's like the only good character, honestly. Like I think MM is gonna die. I think Starlight is gonna die. I think Frenchie's gonna die, and I think Butcher is gonna die. And honestly, I think either Homelander is going to die, or Homelander is going to be somewhere tortured. Maybe with along with Soldier Boy, or they both live and they're just fucking the kings of the world, and Vault is like
That'd
on
be a
top
crazy
again.
ending.
oh, that would be horrible. That would be so. Horrible. I mean, I'm not saying the theory would be bad, but like in that universe, that would be so bad because
So
it'll be
bad.
they'll be fighting forever because he don't. Soldier Boy just does not respect that his son. He just hates him so much.
No, he's like fucking hate this man. I'm dead. Wait, hold on. Sorry. Before Josh goes to Josh's last one. Chappie Pappy said he's basically Kanye if he was white. Who? Is it Homelander or Soldier Boy? Because I can see either
Homelander.
way.
Definitely Homelander. Definitely
Homelander.
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 Homelander for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
It's good.
It was
It's not to watch him live kill people.
bro, it was nuts of him to sit there and be like, yeah, he was like, yeah, we shared the same woman, and Soldier Boy was like, nigga, and then he didn't even tell her.
Also,
She killed him. She killed herself.
himself, he keeps lying, bro. I'm just like, stop lying to the man. Like, you got nothing. He don't like you. You know this. You talking about? Oh, she killed herself. Just come out with it, man. This man don't want to be your father.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like she did kill herself, but she killed herself because of him. She bit her own tongue off and choked on
I
her
thought
own
he
tongue.
killed her.
I thought what happened is he kept her around because she got burned up somehow, and he kept
Yeah,
her
she was like a
around.
veggie.
And all she could use was her hand, which obviously is
Right.
in itself is
Yeah.
weird. But and I think he went he went to her for the talk or whatever, and like he looked and she was choking, and she choked on her own tongue and she killed herself. She bit off her tongue and killed herself. I think that's what happened.
I thought, yeah, I think something like that. I think he wanted to. I don't know, but I definitely know he was.
Sure. You're right. She did bite off her own tongue in her life. Yeah.
She did. Did you look it up or you just remembered?
Yeah. I looked it up.
Okay. But yeah, I think the last one is Josh, the prediction for the ending.
I guess before I go into it, I love that it's so coincidental. I don't love it. It's kind of sad, but it's so funny to me that they wrote this like who knows how long ago, and that this man is crashing out thinking that he's the Messiah, and then what do we have? Fucking Trump just posting that he's Jesus, but he's like, no, I'm not Jesus, I'm a doctor, whatever. But I just wanted to say that.
Yeah,
the parallels is crazy.
But it is crazy, yeah.
I think Huey and Starlight will survive and can get their little happy ending. I think Butcher will die, or the him ending up in prison, like atoning for his sins. That'd be kind of dope as an ending. I think I would think that Kamiko and Frenchie would have their ending. However, I think Frenchie's gonna go out and die because I keep thinking like they don't she doesn't want to change him, and he doesn't want to change her, but they both want different lives for their future. Like, she wants a family, settle down. He wants to move, DJ, do all this stuff. And I think that it's gonna be this moment where Frenchie dies, or maybe she dies. One of them will die. Only one of the couple will make it, or they both live together, get their happy ending.
Yeah, I mean, it's very hard to kill Kimiko. I'm not gonna lie; she might be damn near invulnerable.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It'll probably be Frenchie who dies, if anything. I think Emin will definitely die, and I think that Homelander hopefully dies. I don't know about Soldier Boy. They might just let him go off and do whatever he wants, or they might put him back under stasis.
Yeah,
but
stasis.
then ultimately, by the end of this, Vault doesn't die. Edgar comes back, unless they take Edgar down or kill Edgar. Edgar might die, actually.
I mean,
Edgar might die.
Edgar
might take out Edgar before MM dies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that could be the case.
I could see it to where, like, they kill Homelander and, like, they save the world, but also the world still kind of sucks because Edgar's still there and Edgar doesn't die, and Vought kind of just, like, they start coming down on the superhero stuff and Vought just kind of stays Vought. Or, like you said, MM kills Edgar, and then they do kill Edgar, and they do kill Homelander, and then Ashley finally can wake up and do good. She's been trying to do good, like, for the past 5 seasons, and she can't. And she becomes the new Edgar, and Vought changes for once, and they actually they do something. And then maybe what the black woman, what's her name? The thinker.
Thinker. Oh yeah.
Maybe
her,
she joins Ashley, and Sister Sage. Maybe she and Ashley control Vought, and they do it for their good. Because I feel like at this point, Sister Sage, Ella asked me, was like, what is her goal? And I was like, I think she's just riding on this high of being the smartest person. She doesn't really care or not. Like, she does care, but at the same time, she's like, I'm just, fuck it, I'm here. Why risk it all? And so she might just, go to the next person, which could be Ashley if Edgar dies, and just run Vought with Ashley. And maybe then she's like, shit, I guess we could make it better. And she still gets her high, and Ashley gets to finally make a change in the world.
Yeah.
And I don't know. That's
probably the happiest thing that could be. And honestly, that's probably Sister Sage's big, because Sister Sage has a plan. We just don't really know it.
We don't know what it is. Yeah. I'm like, what is her end goal? Like, what does she have in her back pocket? But that's how I feel like it's gonna go.
Yeah.
I feel like Black Noir's gonna kill the Deep. That's also another thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Black Noir might switch teams, honestly. He might switch teams.
Honestly. He could easily kill the Deep. This, like, no problem, I feel like, at this point.
Easily. And I would say this, I damn near I fuck with your theory, honestly. I think it sounds damn near perfect. Other than I don't think Huey and Starlight stays together. I think it might. They hinted at something with Kimiko and Huey this episode.
I don't see that at all.
You didn't see they hinted at that?
I think he was just like, they woke up from their anger coma. He was like, "Oh shit, Kimiko?"
No, before that.
Like, oh, I'm sorry.
Before that, with the weird hug and then the talk in the jungle.
When they were walking through the forest and he called Starlight a bitch because he was angry?
Yeah, that too. And then that hug. And then that's when Frenchie was like, what the hell was that? She was like, nothing. Cause he already showed it. He had enough of Starlight. I think he probably did feel that way.
I think that what the hell was that was Frenchie's reaction to, like, oh damn, Huey, you just called, that was kind of crazy out of nowhere. And that, because Frenchie, that was his first reaction to, like, that weird anger. And
no, I'm talking about before that.
Like,
I'm talking about before that.
Before even all that?
Yeah. Frenchie said what the hell on both of that. So, like, they were about to leave to go to this is before they even made the plan to go to the area. This is before this is even before Huey was like, who, like, he blamed Butcher to go, for losing William. Like they
I can't see them getting together I think it's too late in the series for that. Them niggas done fucked how many times in the past 4 episodes?
It don't matter.
Nah.
It don't
I
matter.
don't know. That
You know it
was
don't matter in
passionate
this.
sex that they were having. I don't think they didn't. She is not ending up with Huey.
She might because Huey always wanted family. He always wanted a family. Frenchie don't want a family. Kimiko wants a family, and I think they have this Huey and Starlight dissidence going on, and so they might not get together. Like that might be a stretch, but they set a seed in this episode. I feel like for it to spread some weird way. But I don't think Huey and Starlight get together. I don't think that's gonna be a thing.
I could see your thing of them not getting together by the end of it because, like I said, they keep going this like back and forth. Will they? Won't they? Getting mad at each other. I'm just like, you guys just maybe need to break up for the best. But I don't see. I think I just see. If anything, I see Huey and her breaking up, and then Huey just kind of just going solo.
Yeah.
And Kimiko maybe end up with Frenchie, or Kimiko going solo as well because Frenchie might die.
Yeah. That's very true. Yeah, that's not. Yeah, that's true. That's probably most likely.
That's probably most.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's it. Unless y'all want to talk about the other two things I had for Invincible, if y'all want to hit on that, was should Nolan be forgiven, and did Mark make the right decision at the end?
I don't want Nolan to be forgiven, low key. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
go
sorry.
ahead.
Yeah,
I was gonna say because I'm actually I'm on the way to work. If you don't mind, can I go first? Or?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Sure.
Okay, so should no one be forgiven? I mean, in due time. I mean, I kind of feel like everyone's putting their differences to the side just to, hey, we know there's a bigger issue out here coming on. We gotta do that, and I think, let's say all this is wrapped up. Let's say Nolan survived. Should he be walking back to Earth? Absolutely not. It's like, dude, like, yeah, you saved us, but I mean, you lied on false pretenses. And let's be honest. Let's say Nolan was still on that same mentality with the Vegemite thing. He could have led like a crazy like five man team just to eradicate this spot. So it's going to take a lot. Like maybe if Debbie forgives him, that's one thing, and I understand Oliver, his core family, but him coming back to a planet, like I don't think that per se. And just to jump into what Mark's decision, you also saw those flashbacks. That was one Viltrumite doing all that to Chicago. 37 of them going to a different city every hour.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's devastating. And it's just one of the things where it's like if that is really, if the SAG is to really amend his words, like, hey, listen, we ain't gonna help you out, but at the same time, we don't cause no commotion. I mean, things could change in the next few, I'm not trying to spoil anything, but like, can you imagine these offsprings understanding who they are? Some of them have their own mind for themselves. Some of them actually might want to help Earth.
Yeah.
They're not gonna listen to Thrag in the sense of like, hey, yeah, I'm a you're a supreme leader. They're gonna be like, who are you? Like, yeah, like, yo, like, you're my daddy's boss. You're not my boss. Like,
Right.
it's just.
but
I
at
think,
the same time, their dad basically would forget forever.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. Because what? Yeah. Like Viltrumites live what? Millennia, something like that, right? Like
Iron Man's like 2000.
Yeah, exactly. So it's one of the things that I think Marcus he made a choice out of fear, which was okay because he understands what the destruction was. But for me as a viewer, I'm looking at it as like, yeah, like, let's say 5 generations from, like, not even 5, like 3 generations from now, like, it's one of those things where, like, you saw what Debbie did to Nolan, kind of like, humbled him, make him peaceful, I know the joke going around, say, hey, there's a lot of boomers on that planet, anything could happen, don't these world killers.
Debbie
overall,
got that good.
I believe, I would definitely believe he made the right decision. Like, I mean, watching his brother get one shot like that, him floating into space, and these are other Viltrumites. Matter of fact, the whole conquest thing, people was chilling on the beach out of nowhere. Damn,
Mm-hmm.
like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you can't, and that's, like I said, 37 Viltrumites. If they wanted to, every hour, different city across the planet, like, man, like I mean, like the world leaders couldn't come together with a better. Cecil couldn't come with a better contingent plan to stop this. There's no way. Even he knows that. He's like he tried to contain Conquest, popped out. Bro, what are you what are you gonna do with Steve Harvey looking motherfucker? Like you know what I'm saying? Like you're not doing that. So
they did that premonition that didn't come true when they made that wave. I was like, damn, that's crazy coordination.
That's crazy coordination.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was insane. I was like, I don't know how y'all gonna pull that off, man. I mean, me and my friend was talking about it the other day. I was like, the only flaw to Thrax's plan about populating is the men saying, yeah, man, I can't pay this child support anymore, bro. We gotta stop.
I'm dead.
It's funny because that dude with the one eye, he folded instantly.
Oh man, dude, he wastes no time whatsoever. I respect it though.
Yeah. Yeah.
He said, "I don't gotta fight you." Shit.
I just gotta say the poom poom. All right. All right.
I mean,
you got to be a bunch of future NBA young boys.
I'm dead. He's like, I can have poom poom for a millennia. That's all I gotta do. Man.
All I gotta do.
He wasn't a lover anyway. He was a fighter.
He wasn't a lover anyway.
He wasn't a fighter. He was a lover.
I'm gonna say yeah, Geograph. Yeah, he was not a good fighter at all. Boy was getting
fraud watch
worked.
for sure.
He was getting worked. Like that's why he got that missing eye.
Yeah, boy, I was about to say. Like, who the hell was you fighting the missing eye, bro? You ain't. He ain't look like he been in that many fights.
He's a general. Remember that. He's a
general.
He must be a great tactician, if anything. But I do have a few minutes just to hear everyone else's thoughts, so I could probably stay on until I got a dip. So
okay, but I'm a you got some reverb going on, so I'm gonna mute you. But if you, but yeah, you can definitely stay on. Yeah, yeah. So we want to go next, Troy. I had two questions. One, I think it. Let me not guess. Where was that?
It was the Nolan. Should he be forgiven?
Yes. Should Nolan be forgiven? And then the second one was, did Mark make the right decision in the end?
Mm-hmm. So, should Nolan be forgiven? From an Earthling standpoint, no. From his family standpoint, that's up to them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think that, you know, the only like the real redeeming part about Nolan so far is that he's like, oh yeah, I messed up. Huh. Oh wait, I messed up here. Oh wait, no, son. I said what I said about your mom because your other mom, you know what I'm saying? Like he seems lost and seems like he's trying to get his way back, which I think I like. Which I find redeemable. Him and Debbie are gonna get back together. Paul wasn't cutting it.
His name was
Paul. Too normal.
Yeah.
His name was Paul. That's facts. Yeah, Paul wasn't cutting it.
I liked him.
But yeah, yeah, facts. I think will he be forgiven by Earth? No. It would take years, but fortunately that's something that Viltrumites have.
Yeah, I was just about to say,
what I mean?
It'll probably in 5 generations of him like saving. If he, my whole thing is, I'm the best case scenario for him is he don't live on Earth for a while. He like live on Mars, and like his sons can always come and see him and whatever, and fly back and forth, and he just always just is right there to save Earth, just in case something happens. And then he slowly changes the mind of like the new generations that come, and then he can move back to Earth. But Debbie would be long gone. Mark and what's his and Oliver will still be there, but they'll be older, and maybe he can retire on Earth after. Maybe even with all the other Viltrumites that will be there at that point. But yeah, I mean that's how I see it. But it will be there's gonna be some conflict down the road, and it's not like after some generations it'll be like they're gonna realize like snap, these kids are not aging
Right.
after they hit 20. You know, and it's gonna be like the only person that didn't have that shit happen is Mark. What the fuck going on? You know?
Right. And
So
then it's going to be, Cecil. How are you going to tell Cecil? Do you need to tell Cecil? Because to be fair, he ain't tell you about Conquest.
facts. And that hasn't even been brought up,
there?
has it?
Nope,
No.
not yet.
Not yet.
So yeah, and then did Mark make the right decision? So I think we all know there was no decision.
Yeah, that was. It was
This-
I like shit and I want shit. We can do this the easy way
Yeah,
or
the
the
hard
hard way.
way.
The choice is yours. There was no decision.
Man.
Like it was, hey, be killed or don't be killed, and we're gonna do the same thing anyway.
Yeah. It's like I'm being nice. I'm like, and he was
That's it.
honest. He said I'm giving y'all a way out. I'm being nice. Like he basically seemed like Thrag in all intents and purposes. If he wasn't brainwashed, he'd probably be a cool guy. Like I do think he tired of killing people.
Agreed.
So
He started killing
Especially
his
his
own.
own.
he definitely tired of killing his own people. And I think he
Bro,
sees
bro,
Earth
you
might
saw
be his
him
own
do
people.
a step back. He
Brother.
almost did the step back again on Mark.
He wouldn't even need to do the step back on Mark. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Like he literally all he really had to do was finish Mark off by just squeezing his head. Like he literally could have killed Mark, and he was just like, you know what? Enough is enough.
Also, bro, just floating there. We see the fit, bro. We see the fit. It's
He hate on it though. It's clean. Like if I had, we don't even know where he got the mink from. The fur, he don't even
the
get
space mink.
Yeah, the space mink, he don't get cold. But yet his fit is
Mink is great.
cold. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, he the only nigga for real with a cape with a mink on it. No one else can pull up. No one with all the actual kind of drip he could have, but the dripless shit he be rocking all the time. He can't rock that mink cape. Mark for sure as hell can't rock that mink cape. Can't nobody rock that mink cape but that nigga Throg. Brag. It's a cold motherfucker.
No one need to put some shoes on.
He do. What the fuck? Why is his toes always out? Like it shouldn't be out. But yeah. Who's the last? Josh? I think you're the last one. I'm sorry. Wait. Tori, was you done?
No, yeah, that's pretty much it. It's like there was no choice. It was live or die. And he threatened like, "Hey, we'll kill you and then kill everybody here." But in reality, he probably would have just killed them and tried to repopulate anyway.
Yeah.
His main thing is keeping the Viltrumite kingdom alive. So I don't see him doing too much to, you know what I mean? I don't see him killing off Earthlings, especially since we already saw everybody's already out mingling and,
Already
Eye Patch already got
invested.
him some action. You know what I'm saying? So
a better secret invasion than the MCU, I tell you.
100%.
Oh my God.
100%.
You know, man. Josh, I think you're the last one, brother.
I think before I go into that on the pointless close, I found it funny that when Nolan got blasted by that gun, he got naked, but they went through the Earth's core and they still had their drawers. I don't know how that happened, but let it keep going. But I think the first question was, oh yeah, should he be forgiven? I agree with y'all saying. By Earth standards, no. But like I said, in a few millennia, he can come back and they might not even remember him. And then I low key, it's like you said, Tori said, if his family forgives him, that's up to them. I don't, in my personal opinion, I don't think he deserves Debbie. But I know that, we all know where it's going. But I like that he is, like you said, he's a lost puppy. He's trying to work his way back and figure out, he keeps saying the wrong things and also realizing he's like, I gotta give people space and I gotta learn how to be me, and also like he's like every time he's telling Alan every sin he's committed, it's like he's in the
Remorseful.
the confession at church, and it's just like, you know, I did this, I did that, I did this, and it's like, damn, you do suck, and he realizes that, and it's like he can't take that back. He just got to take it on the chin, and he's waiting his way, and so he can get a redemption in that fact that we'll never forget what you did, but you still can become a better person. But I guess I still also, like he said, if his family forgives him, that's up to them. Do I want him and Debbie to get back? Not really. Do I agree with her breaking up with Paul? Yeah, Paul was too normal. I like Paul, but it didn't fit. He didn't fit her world. She didn't fit his world. But I wouldn't be mad if she and Nolan never got back together, but they just had like a nice mutual relationship. Did Mark make the right decision? As DeGraff said, what fucking decision?
Like, oh yeah, Tori. I can't come up with that. That was all Tori. That was all Tori.
No, Tori. Yeah, Tori. Yeah. Like, there is no decision, bro. Was like, you either you take this or you take this. Like, you know, there's no way out of it. And it's like Mark just had to.
He like, either way, somebody getting fucked.
Somebody getting fucked, and it's like Mark he can't really decide, and his decision to not decide was a good decision. Because it's like
he wanted to say no so damn bad too, and that was
he
like
wanted to say no so bad, but he can't, because the moment he says no, bow, gone.
Yeah,
he's dead. World's done. He's dead. And so he doesn't, all of his loved ones, all the people that he doesn't know, but he cares about this world that he grew up on, he can't risk that. Will he try to find every single way he can to figure this out? Yes, but in the meantime, he just has to coexist. And know in the back of his head, they're there. Doesn't know where, but they're there.
Yeah, we Mark's best bet is being Vinland Saga season 2. Like, he gonna have to be fighting along Thrag until he gets strong enough to beat this nigga. Because there's no way. There's just no way. But yeah. That is it. This is about 2-hour episode, which makes sense. We kind of put two great series together. So yeah, it would have been about 2 hours. So thank you guys for let me unmute you unless it's about to be a hot mic again. How do I do that? This. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. Thank the my, I don't say my crew, but my niggas, Raheem, Josh, and Tori.
Sure.
Sorry I didn't use y'all handles. That been out the window. That been out the window. Let's be real. But yeah, thank y'all for coming out. It's always fun just to chop it up and just talk, man. Just talk some nerdy shit.
Facts.
So thanks for hanging out with us. I appreciate everybody from watching the stream, and we're gonna end it here. So see y'all next time.
Peace.